right. I believe we are live, so we should be good to go. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on your time zone. We are on limited time right now. Let me go ahead and switch screens real quick because it is the end of Art Fight. Art Fight ends. Let me open up the website real quick. So look at this, in 43 minutes and 24 seconds, that's how much time we have left for Art Fight. And I don't know about you guys, I am a little bit panicking. I knew that I was going to be down to the wire. I usually am, so I like to schedule these like blowout live streams where we can kind of just end Art Fight, see the full countdown, and end it on a high note. I did go through this morning, like early morning. Hello, Lancelot. Welcome to the stream. And I knew, so first things first, I had to push back I originally scheduled this stream for 9 o'clock my time, and I pushed it to 10:45 because I had a 9 o'clock appointment this morning that I kind of forgot about. So I had to adjust. I didn't know how fast I would be able to get back. I got back a little bit sooner than expected. So I'm launching the live stream now, which is a little bit ahead of schedule, but that's okay because this is going to give us time to actually do something with the 45 minutes we have left of our fight. And if I had waited till 10:45 my time, I would have had like 15 minutes, which is not great. I wouldn't have loved that. So we're going to go ahead and try to do the most that we can. What I was saying though is that I did like wake up early. With the intent of catching up all of my notifications, all of my attacks here in this attack section, and I did. I shocked myself. I spent about 45 minutes each on these three here that don't have like the border because I wasn't spending time on making thumbnails, to be honest. And I got all of these revenges done. Super excited about that. But then, as you probably noticed, I received a new one, a new attack. Lunar Garden snuck one more in. Hello, J1K. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Lunar Garden, hello. I was just mentioning you, your little sneak attack here at the in the 9th hour. An animation as well. And if you look right here in the very center of screen, that is my character. And if we scroll down, we can see it a little bit bigger here. So I'm going to zoom in real quick so you guys can see this, okay? Oh, my screen was like so zoomed out anyway. This was 100%. So here she is, and she looks completely panicked that she's like caught in the middle of this food fight. But because of this, we now have a new revenge that is owed. So I want to make sure that I try and take care of that. And I do have like a notification. Somebody is following me, so this one isn't like something I have to react to. I don't need to like revenge or anything, so that's good. I saw that 2 notifications and I like had a little miniature panic attack. But it's okay because that's not what we're doing here. We are just working on the one attack. We're gonna revenge this. And to do that, I have picked this character. Spoiler alert, Lunar Garden. This is the one. So what I want to do is go ahead and get started. And I was just reading in the Discord that some other folks who did Art Fight this year who also have social media channels, whether on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, were recording their time lapses. And I'm trying to do that too because I do want to do a post Art Fight kind of like debrief video. Okay, so if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe because once all of this is over, I still want us to be able to connect and discuss and talk about the experience. How did Art Fight go this year? All of the deets. I want to go over all of the deets, and I'm going to put together an actual edited video, give you my like super thorough opinion and just kind of like download of the experience that I had this year on Art Fight. And I want you guys to be able to like watch that, respond, comment, let me know if you guys had the same experience or a different one. Did something else happen that you noticed, or just kind of like making sure that we kind of like, you know, regroup and gather and decide like, was there something that we could, like a takeaway, any takeaways, any lessons learned, stuff like that for this year's Art Fight. I try to do that every year. It's not always like the most explosive video. People are tired at the end of Art Fight. How many people in chat right now are tired? Let me know. Hi, Cam. Good to see you. Glad you made it to the stream. Let me know if you are feeling like at the end of your art fight rope? Like, are you burnt out? Are you feeling satisfied? Are you just, yeah, Raincoat says tired. I'm tired. Yes. That's usually how I feel too at the end of art fight. And that's how I'm probably going to feel after this stream is over. As you can hear, I'm like talking really fast. I'm also trying to draw really fast because I'm keeping in mind that like my 45 minutes are ticking away. I probably have like 30 now, and I still want to get this done. So I'm not going to do a full body. I'm going to do like a bust or a head or a half body maybe. We'll see how this pose kind of shapes up. And how do I want to do this? I've got head, I've got neck, but I'm thinking about posture. Like, what do I want for posture before I go sketching in anymore? Can you guys see this, by the way? I know it's like super light. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is just the pencil work. Once I get my pose down, I'll go back over it with like a bold black line art, and it's going to be beautiful. Just trust me. Lancelot says, no, I'm rage drawing right now. I received a very rude message from somebody on Art Fight today, and it just made me so mad. I am so sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, there are bad actors in every community, and it seems so unavoidable. For the most part, I will say my experience has been that the art community tends to be way more on the kind side, way more on the polite side, typically speaking. But then there's always got to be that like one, that one who comes in and tries to like break the status quo, tries to do something a little different and make things complicated for everyone. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you said you were doing, you're like rage drawing. Is it just because of the like time limit? Is that what's causing you to like rage draw, or what, like, let me know. Help me out here so I can kind of understand where you're at mentally, emotionally, all that stuff right now. I'm trying to zoom in. I've got like a little reference here where this person has like, the hands are kind of like pulled up like this. I know like this doesn't look like anything yet, but just trust me. It's like a thing. It's like a whole thing, okay? Like I'm saying like there's like a whole pose in here. It's like a half body pose, but I really want to try and do something with it. So I'm trying, because I want to make it interesting. I don't want to just draw the face kind of like hovering without like, I mean, you can kind of like jazz it up with like a good expression, So there's always more you can do to keep it interesting. I'm not saying like just drawing a face by itself isn't enough, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to try something, Sometimes you just got to experiment a little bit. I shouldn't be experimenting because we're at the end of the art fight right now, and right now is not the time to be experimenting, but I can't help myself, so we're going to do this. I want to make there we go. That looks a little more proportionate, don't you think? So then, yeah, we're going to have like the hand come down kind of like this. Kind of. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. And then it's kind of the same thing here. I want the arm to just sort of, yeah, like that, I think that's pretty good. I think that gives us a little bit of an interesting pose here to work with. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock that layer, and we're gonna get into some line art here. Raincoat says not like super tired, but like tired, might need a small break from markers, LO, a few days maybe. Understandably so. But that's a good sign. It means like you've really given it a lot of effort, a lot of work. You've really pushed yourself, and that's always good. Cam says fingers hurt from drawing. That you might have pushed yourself too hard. In that case, you might have pushed a little too hard. Polka Latte, it's like a chalkboard. Yeah, I do like to do that. This is kind of my new digital method anyway this year, is doing these sketches with sort of like the white pencil, like the white mechanical pencil, and it's kind of chalkboardy because it doesn't have like the same line weight that like what I'm doing right now has, Like not only is the black obviously just showing up better because it's black, but I literally switched from the pencil here to the actual pen, so we're seeing like a lot more thicker line quality. Hello, Wolfie. Welcome to the stream. Glad you made it. We are trying to get in one last attack before Art Fight closes. And I'm like, whew, trying to talk my way through it at the same time because we're streaming, because I want to, also make this a community thing where we're kind of like, we're writing it out together. We're gonna like close out Art Fight strong as a group. All right, so this lady has some like curly hair, which I love. It can be a little trickier to draw, but that's okay. We're gonna do our best to get something going on here. And I think it's manageable. I think it is. So this character belongs to Lunar Garden, who is in the chat. Lunar Garden, you want to tell us a little bit about the character I'm drawing? Give us a little kind of like synopsis, a little sneak peek. I think I read in the bio that she's part of a story that that you're working on. I don't know if it said that it was. I went through a couple of your characters, so I might be mixing up a few. So just saying. But I think it mentioned the story is like still in development. Is that right? I think that's what I read. Let us know. Let us know a little more. Give us some character deets. And I understand like if chat is a little bit slow today, and that's like totally understandable because I know I'm not the only one trying to get in that last attack. So if you guys are just kind of like playing my voice in the background or like on a screen just as kind of like a little ambiance, a little camaraderie, and you draw at the same time, I get it. I totally get it. No pressure. I know we're all just trying to make things, trying to make the deadline, that final deadline. Are any of you guys like completely done? Have you like, you've wrapped it up already, like prior to the stream, and you're just here for vibes? Let me know. I'm curious how many of you guys have already like, like clocked out for for the season. Okay, I think I want, let's see, it looks like she's wearing a kind of turtleneck underneath an open collared blouse. So I'm gonna kind of come in here with that, like this. Half an hour left. Oh my gosh, I gotta not be a perfectionist. We just gotta do this. We just gotta do it. No perfectionism. There's no time to be a perfectionist. Okay. I think I got this. I think I know what I'm doing. I hope I know what I'm doing. All right, let's get the hands, because this pose falls apart without the hands. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm including these. And is it, oh no, have I forgotten? Let me look at the full body reference. Are they long sleeves? They are long sleeves. Okay. So this is going to be a long sleeve situation. Who wants to be the timer? To like JK1, I like what you did there, losing time. If you're also drawing, maybe not have you do the timing, but if somebody's not drawing, can you like keep an eye on the track on the time for us and like call it out every once in a while so that we can all kind of like know how much time we have left? I would really, really appreciate that if somebody would be like our timekeeper. We need a timekeeper. Who volunteers as tribute? Who can take on that impossible task for the benefit of the team? 30 minutes says Lunar Garden. Cam says I can keep an eye on the time. Okay. I appreciate it. Cam's gonna be our timekeeper. And Lunar Garden, are you also drawing, or are you wrapped? I didn't see. Finished around like 3 or 2 hours before the end with all of my tasks, says Raincoats. That's good. That's good. So you also kind of like stuck through to the last day. But unlike me, you're totally caught up on all your revenges. So I will say though, in my defense, I was caught up. And then Lunar Garden came in with like this animation of all things. And it just has to be revenged, you know? It just has to. We can't like, I can't in good conscience call it quits with an animation sitting in my to be revenged pile. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of a way to go out is that? I can't do that. I gotta go out proper. Lena Celeste says, me? No, you're still going. I remember at the beginning of chat, you mentioned that you were still going. You said you were like rage drawing. I'm panic drawing. I don't know what rage drawing looks like necessarily, but I am definitely panic drawing. Does that count? Man, I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't like the way I drew this. Maybe if I just fill it in, then I won't have to think about it. When in doubt, just fill it all in. Give it a high contrasty look. There we go. All right, almost. Oops. I've almost gotten the outfit done. That's not everything, but it's like, it's something. You know, it's something. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring like that for this part of the shirt, and then this one can go like that. No, I don't like that. Oh, I'm drawing this all in one layer. Uh-oh. I usually create... See, this is what rushing gets you. Ah! I usually create, like, extra layers. I wanted that to be less wobbly. I wanted it to just seem pretty straight. Also, this turtlenecky thing has, like, a peekaboo neckline. So we're gonna get that in here, too. There we go. And then the top kind of, like, would come to about here. And then I'm gonna end it like here so I can get a nice clean stopping point for color. Does that make sense? All right, so there we have all that. Now we need hair and face, and then I can start coloring. Lunar Garland, I'm done. I pulled an all-nighter for the last attack. Yeah, I imagine. I'll have to show you guys at the end of the stream the animation that Lunar Garden did, so that you know what I'm like revenging right now. But right now, I really can't afford to like spend the time pulling it up, because I don't know how much time ultimately I'm gonna take to finish this attack. I do kind of like this like kind of crimpy hair. It's got like this nice wave to it. I can see that it's like pulled over to one side here. I don't think I'm gonna do that for this drawing. I think I'm gonna leave the hair kind of like just falling back behind her a little bit and not do the one shoulder ponytail. But now she needs a face. She does, she needs a face. And I'm also still drawing one layer. Why have I not learned my lesson? Let's make sure, hang on a second. Let's make sure I'm saving as well as I go, or I will like have so much regret. Okay, there we go. Now I'm saving. Okay, she has like a tiny nose. And she's like an adopted, she's like an assassin lady that like, when they brought in a small child to save the kid from her agency, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is what I remember from reading the bio. To save the kid from her agency, she decided to run and adopt the kid. Is that correct? Like she like kind of kidnapped the kid from her agency and decided to disappear with the kid and raise it instead of let it get used in that way. Lunar says, I've been up since 2 p.m. yesterday. 25 minutes. Cam, are you serious right now? Is there only 25 minutes? Oh my gosh. I am not ready for it to only be 25 minutes. Is that for real? Are you teasing me? This can't be real. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. Okay, hang on. Let's hide the sketch layer. Combine the line art. Put it here. Start coloring it in. It's real. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm panicking a little bit. Not gonna lie, I'm a little panicked. That's like scary news. I was not prepared for that. But that's okay. We can get through this. We can get through this. We can get this done on time. We can do 25 minutes. This is fine. We can totally do 25 minutes. No big deal. It's gonna be fine. I don't know who I'm trying to convince. Myself, I guess. So yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I also gotta be able to like save out and make sure that I upload it too before we run out of time. So I gotta keep my mind, or I gotta keep that in mind too, that it's not just finishing the drawing and like putting the pencil down. I have to actually finish uploading it too as well. Whew. Man, this is so close. I don't think I was even pulling it this close last year. I think last year I had a little bit more leeway, because man, I don't feel ready. Like, I don't. I don't feel ready at all. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna grab this color and the pen, and we're gonna go ahead and color in the mouth there. Okay, I forgot some of the other skin. Holy crap. Okay. It's okay. I got it. I got this. It's gonna be fine. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Who said anything about panicking? I'm not panicking. All right, we're gonna lock that and we're gonna create a multiply layer above it to add some shadows. And how much time do I have now? No, she's rescued a kid from the cult that she infiltrated during a mission. Oh, okay, so she wasn't a part of the cult. She rescued the kid from the cult. Okay. It's all in the details. The details matter. Details matter, folks. All right, so I'm going to add some, these are gonna be the fastest, this is the fastest shading I've maybe ever done. It's gonna be a little bit kind of nuts, but let's see what we get from it. All right, so there we have nope, I didn't like that one. No, I wanted to keep going around the curve, like the curl. Okay. I don't think that's my best. So I'm gonna do like this, and then I'm gonna kind of erase it down. Oops, not like that, like this. And little round bits to make it look like the curls in the hair are creating, yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay, now let's do skin tone and shade some of this. We're gonna be quick. How much time? 22 minutes, says JK1. I don't know how long ago you said that, so now I'm a little bit nervous that I can't even take the chat at the exact minute marker because I don't know how long ago you put that in chat. But it gives me something to work with, so I'm gonna keep looking for them, okay? Keep dropping those updates there. I need to know. Okay. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. We haven't run out of time yet. Popping in, says CJ the Wolf Dog. Welcome, welcome. We are racing the clock, just like last year. Always racing the clock at the end of our fight. Am I ever not racing the clock? Like, honestly, I don't think I've ever not been racing the clock at the end of our fight. I think it always comes down to the wire for me. Okay, we've got the shirt to like add a little bit of shading to, and then we can touch on highlights and see about and then see about like uploading it, because I think if I don't start doing that soon, if I don't like call it, like be like, okay, this is the part where we upload now and stop trying to add stuff to it, then I might end up like running out of time. So I gotta be careful. You got this, says Andrew's Journey. Thank you so much. I'm trying so hard. Like, I really want to make it. I really want to make it on time. But I also want to submit like good art too. It's like, it's such a, at the end of the race, it's like such a struggle bus to be like, I want it to be good, but I also want to make sure that I actually get it to you too. So, okay. All right, I think that's good for shadows. Let's talk. Ooh, eyes. Forgot shadows in the eyes. That's okay. It's an easy fix. Boom. Okay, let's talk highlights really quickly. I'm going to go to color dodge, and we're going to do another layer like this. And we're going to just add a little bit of that. And we're going to come back in here, just like that. And we're going to do what's like an angel or a hairline highlight, which is where we basically just highlight around the character, kind of like they're backlit, and we're getting that like hairline highlight. I know that's not the way I did the shading, so it doesn't make the most sense because I kind of did a top-down shading style as if it was like overhead lighting. But also this hairline lighting is a little bit, it's hitting a lot of the very same spots that you would hit with like that right there over the shirt. Like this part, the forearm, is overhead lighting, right? Like I'm hitting the top of it, not just outlining around the body where it's exposed to the background. So it's a little bit of both. I just want to make sure it looks good, you know? All right, let's add a little highlight on the nose. We'll do a little hairline lighting on the face here. And we'll also hit the top of the hand here, just for a little touch of like contour and depth on the hand. Okay, I think that might be about all I can do with this one. If I don't want to go super overboard. What's the timer say? What does the timer say? Somebody give me a quick update on time. How are we looking? 16 minutes. Okay. Wow. Okay. I was rushing, but now I feel like I have time. But I also don't want to like lie to myself and then be like, oh, why did I lie to myself about that? I don't have time. Okay. So I'm added an outline. I want to do something interesting here in the background. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create like these stripes. Actually, let me do it this way. I'm going to make one. I'm going to duplicate. And then I'm going to just slide it down so that they're going to be the same size. I want to make sure that these are the same size. And that's just the quickest and easiest way to do it. Let's merge these. I'm going to add one more thing on top of it. And that's, do I have time? Oh my gosh, a pattern. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to do a pattern. And I'm being like, oh my gosh, how much time do I have? I don't have that much time. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, manage materials. I just want to see, I don't know. Let's try this pattern. Ooh, but let's make it like a lot smaller. Bring this way down to like here. And then I want to blend it so that it looks more like this, like bricks. Something like this brick pattern, kind of, except for one problem. They're not lining up exactly right. There we go. That's way better. Okay. I like that. I think I'm going to go with this. All right. So here is my attack. Let's go ahead and export this and get this loaded up because I want to make sure that I do that. And I don't know if I'm going to have trouble with the website and whether or not it's going to let me actually do the submission. So let's try it. I'm going to save this. It's exported now. So let's go ahead and bring the character down. And we're going to hit the attack button and cross our fingers that it's working. It's working. Revenge at the last minute. Here we go. We're going to select, it is a half body. I was able to get both arms in there. I don't think I'm going to find revengeable attacks. That's okay. This is for the animation, mass attack. Thank you so much for including my character. I loved it. No lies told. Now we just gotta collect. We've just gotta select the picture. And here we are. Okay, oh, we don't just have to do that. We have to also do this. I have to fill this out. So it's clean color. It's, I would say, minimally shaded. I'm gonna go with simple background and confirm. Okay, so half body, not rough sketch. Okay, I didn't fill this out correctly. I skipped a step. It is a clean sketch lined. There we go. Confirm. Okay, clean color, minimum shading, no background or simple background, clean sketch lined. All right, submit. How are we doing? It is posted. This is up, you guys. I did it. We did it. Yay! Cam says, I am so impressed with how many attacks already she got out this year. She attacked me this morning, like at midnight. I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go here. Go to defenses. Already she attacked me. Why is there 4 notifications here? Why? I am so concerned right now. Okay, so I just cleared this one. What? Pink Rift 5, how could you? Actually, I think she's revenging me. I attacked her first. Yeah, right here, waiting room. So I actually did attack her first. So that's so cool. This is amazing. I can't even imagine how long this took. That is insane. That is so cool, you guys. Look at this. I am obsessed. This is so cute. How does a person even do this? Thank you for your tech. I wanted to try crochet since I've picked up the hobby this year. It took a while. I was scared I wouldn't have it on time, but I made it and I hope you enjoy. This is so cool. Oh, says Wolfie already. Andrew's Journey says, I love that. Me too. It is so cute. Lunar Garden, I hope you liked your attack. I did the best I could with the time that I had. I'm actually really proud of it, all things considered. I think that there was a little bit of, if we head back real quick, not this. If we head back to, really quickly, to here, to look at the attack, there's a couple spots, I think, that are going to bother me long term. Like later on, like there's a little dot here, like where the little corners are, where the fill bucket didn't fill in the corner of the hair up here. There's a little dot and a little dot. These tiny little spots are the only thing that's really bothering me. Everything else about this, I absolutely love. I think I got lucky how well it came together while I was rushing, but I hope you love it too. I am envious of you, Perry, says J1K. Is it because of the little crochet doll? Is it because of this? It's so cool. Popping in, but won't talk too much because I am in a clutch right now. Understand, TJ, I understand. We're all trying to rush. There's like 10 minutes left. 10 minutes for anybody that is still drawing. 11 minutes, technically, says Cam. Okay, technically, yes, Cam's right. There's 11 minutes left. Lancelot submitted my last attack. Yay! That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, I have to respond to this. This is so cool. This is the coolest thing. Thank you so much. I love it. I am so in awe of what you can do with crochet. I'm gonna make sure I spell crochet right. That must have taken such a long time. And she looks so amazing. Thank you so much for choosing my character to try out for that challenge. Submit. Yeah, that is amazing. And this is like so spot on too. Like even the little star on the tip of the hat, that is so cool. I could never, like my brain, I don't even think I understand 3D enough to do something like that. I want to try. I was talking to, who was it? Was it you, J1K? Somebody that was doing clay attacks this year. And I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by it. And I want to try that next year. I really do. I genuinely, truthfully do want to try next year sculpting with clay some attacks. Here's Amelia's character sheet. Like, not character sheet, but like her designs. You can see how like accurate, looking at this, you can see how accurate that crochet doll is to the actual character. Like, it looks just like this. It is so cool. I'm shocked. Wolfie says, I finished my drawing. I'm so happy that I was at least able to finished my mass attack and my 2 revenges. Have you submitted it though? You gotta make sure you submit it. It's getting tougher. It's getting tougher. I'm gonna clear this because it's technically, that's revenging something I sent to her. Go to my notifications. What's going on here? I received a comment. I will definitely read that. Andrew is not following you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you, Andrew. Welcome to the team. I will check all of these out off screen because I don't know if you guys want me to put you guys on the spotlight or not. I agree though with something. Yeah, I submitted. It's all good, Cecil P. That's good. That's good. That's good. Somebody was talking about how Friendy Leah, this is Friendy Leah's. I did this revenge for her this morning because she snuck this in, and it's so good, by the way. Look at this cutout drawing of my king character from my webtoon, Venerable. I love this so much, and I love the way it looks like she cut it out with scissors. Like, I don't know, it looks digital to me just because I'm used to her drawing with this, like, multicolored pen on her digital canvas. So I think it's digital, but she did such a cool technique here with this, like, very straight cutout that makes it look like it was cut out with scissors. And that is just so freaking cool, like, and clever and smart, and, like, I don't very often come up with stuff like that on my own. I'm always inspired by people who do. I think that's so cool. But already it was a machine this year. I can't even imagine how many she did, but they do give us our statistics. So let's take a look. I want to see. Let's go back to 100%. Battle ratio for this year. She's at 50%, which is nuts that people kept up with her because she was so fast. She did 170 attacks and 212 friendly fires. That is 382 attacks this year. She is going to go into a hibernation after this. I can't even imagine. I just got my 250 attacks badge like a week ago. If I go to my statistics, like I literally just got this one, the 250 attack badge, like last week. And my overall battle statistics is I have done, well, I think it's like, if I go to attacks, it'll tell me right here. I've done 260 attacks total, but that's combined from all of my years. All of my years combined, 260 attacks total. This year I did, it looks like 45? No, sorry, 43? 43? Is that how you do that? No, it's 45. 30 plus 15 is, 45. So, and I've got 44 defenses. So 45 to me is a pretty good number. My goal most years, if you guys have been to any other stream, Cam says 6 minutes, calling it out for anybody that's listening to this in the background, so you know, 6 minutes. Finish it up and submit. Get your submissions in now, as soon as possible. Please get your submissions in as soon as possible. What was I going to say? I forget what I was saying. My goal usually going into every year is I want to average, by the end of Art Fight, I want to average at least 1 attack a day. So even if I can't draw every day, I want to draw like 2 or 3 on days I do draw so that it makes up for the days that I can't draw. And I want to at least average by the end of it 1 attack a day so that I do at least 30 attacks every year. That is my like baseline goal that I go into every year thinking. And then on top of that, I try to do like a nice diverse kind of characters. Like I try not to always just draw what I'm comfortable with. Like I think it's pretty clear my most comfortable type of character is a human. But I also try to do other things, not just humans. That's like one of my other default or de facto goals. J1K says finished. Congratulations. Make sure you submit. Lunar Garden says you guys got this. Absolutely. I hope you guys are finishing strong. I hope you get your submissions in before the timer runs out. I'm seeing 5 minutes currently on my clock. And I think if I head over, I do really like this, actually. I'm actually so happy with this, even though I was panicking the whole time I was drawing it. Lunar Garden, she's a cute character, and her design is really, really strong, which made it really, really easy to draw a distinct character with the limited time that I had. I really appreciate your character design here. She looks good. Yeah, let's look at the Art Fate homepage so that we can look at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You guys, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Submit, submit, submit. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Submit. Export and submit. Please, if you are still working on your art, you have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Now is the time. I'm just going to leave it on the screen. We're going to watch the countdown, okay? I want us to, and like they've changed the little status bar here to TBA. So they have hidden the percentiles for who's in the lead. It always changes anyway at the end of every year because they have to do some balancing of maybe attacks that were submitted incorrectly or some that might have like double posted and then the creator didn't notice that it double posted. So they're always going to do their mod stuff at the end where they have to like make sure that people are submitting and playing fair and rating accurately and all that stuff. So it'll be a while before we find out who actually won. When we do find out, I will put a community post on my YouTube page letting you guys know who won. And like I said, I'm also going to do the debrief video. So that will be coming out really soon, probably the first week of August, I think. We'll have our debrief video for the end of Art Fight to talk about like what happened this year, what was different, what was the same, the highs, the lows, all of that stuff. I try to always bring you guys kind of like a post mortem for Art Fight each year. So stay tuned for that one. Wolfie says, geez, didn't even know TBA was competing. Yeah, I know, TBA won. Oh, Poca Latte, that is a Poca Latte joke. TBA won, but at least we tried. Always with the jokes, Poca Latte. You are my favorite. I love it. Lancelot submitted their last attack. Congratulations. Wolfie is all submitted. Congrats. Andrew's Journey, welcome to, I saw that I think it was you, because it was definitely an Andrew. I'm assuming just based on proximity and timing that it was you. I will check out your page right after stream, because I always like to visit people who visit me, and if I know about it, because you follow my channel, or not my channel, but my page, I obviously want to go check out your page, right? So I will do that as soon as this is over. And I will keep you in mind for next year's Art Fight. Next year's the Big 10 for me, you guys. Next year is my 10th year of Art Fight. I will have officially hit the double digits. It'll have been 1 decade of Art Fight, and I want to celebrate big next year. So stick around, because next year is going to be huge on this channel for Art Fight. I want to go 100%, 110%. I want to go all out. I want to go 200% on Art Fight next year. 1 minute. The countdown is counting. The countdown is counting down. Yeah, if you are still submitting, submit now. Like, no more final touches. Just export and submit. You have 45 seconds. Less than 45 seconds. You have 40 seconds. Oh my gosh, it is so nerve-wracking. I'm at least glad that I got mine in. And don't you guys dare hit me with another attack when I'm not prepared for it. Like, when it's the last minute. It better not be. I better not see, if I scroll down here, an attack notification. Please don't be something I haven't seen. No! Who did this? Who broke my perfect streak? I've never not been able to get it. Okay. I think it's a revenge for something I drew. Briar Rose is revenging me. Panicking. Oh, wait, I want to catch this countdown, though. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Art Fight has ended. Art Fight is over for 2025. Everybody did a great job. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so excited that you were here and that we get to watch this end together, wrap it up with a nice, neat little bow. Super exciting. And again, like I was saying, for next year, come back here next year, okay? Because it's been 10 years of Art Fight, and I'm going to go super in like I've never gone in on Art Fight before, which is saying something, because I usually go pretty hard on Art Fight. This year was actually kind of soft for me. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's a whole comic, and it's my little character again, the one we were just looking at for the, what do you call it? The crochet doll. It's like the same character, so you probably recognize her here. Here you go. We're getting like a little snow cone. Why do you have a snow cone? Snow cones. Oh, well, I'm kind of a robot, so I can't eat snow cones, but I love them so much that I make them for other people. That is really cute. I wonder if this is like a mass attack between these two characters. Like, this is probably also somebody's character. Snow cones. Well, that's sad, but I think I can help you. She does magic, so she is like a little witch. So she's doing magic. Now you can eat. Aww. Aww, look at the face. This is so well done. The expressions are amazing. It's already his character. That's who the robot is. That is so cute. All right, so holy crap, that was a lot. I feel like I just drew something for Briar Rose this morning, though. I just gotta make sure, you guys, give me like a split second to check on this because I don't like. It's not that I don't like getting last minute attacks. I love getting last minute attacks because it's exciting. But I want to make sure that I revenge everybody. So it's also kind of nerve wracking. Yeah, I just revenged them this morning or last night, the 31st of July. So I think it was yesterday. And I drew this one for them. So yeah, they've been gotten. So my streak is safe. I have successfully attacked back every person who's ever attacked me. Whew, I was nervous, but we are safe. We are safe. I've always managed to attack everyone back. Woo! And I'm gonna make sure that next year I still stick up with that, or I still keep up with that. All right, how are you guys feeling? How is everybody feeling? Pokelatte says R.I.P. Art Fight. Cam says good game. Yes, good game, you all. I'm so excited. I wonder who won. Did you guys pay attention to how the stats were going throughout the month? Because every time I checked, it was a pretty even split. So I literally have zero indication of who's winning this year. Like, it's so... There's no hints. There's no clue. There was no, like there was no clear winner. We didn't see, like, a strong lead at any point during Art Fight. At least I didn't. If you did, let us know. Like, drop a comment and tell us if at any point you saw a strong lead one way or the other. Andrew's Journey says the stats were very close a bunch. Yeah, I agree with that. Wolfie says, I just thought it wasn't moving. It seems so stationary. I saw it dip a couple of times, but it was always like 49 to 50 or 49 to 51, or it was 50 to 50. So it moved around the slightest smidge, but we were pretty neck and neck the entire month. J1K says it was like 50.01 fossil last I checked before TBA. Gotcha. Okay. This was a super strong and tight fight, says J1K. I agree. I think so too. I think it really was. By the way, did you guys, I'm just curious if anybody picked up any of this merch this year. I did, actually. I was going to wait until I got a new job because I was trying to be responsible, but then I decided not to be responsible and I ordered the stickers anyway. So I ended up getting the logo sticker because I want to put it on my sketchbook because I have like a whole Art Fight sketchbook that if you guys have seen, I'm going to show you real quick. Let's go to my channel. And if we go to videos, where are the videos? Here they are. You'll see this one, 30 Days of Art Fight using Ohuhu markers, and here's what happened. So this video right here is, I have a whole sketchbook that I started last year that is just full of Art Fight attacks. And so I want to be able to put the Art Fight stickers on this sketchbook, so that's why I went ahead and bought them. And I ended up getting all three stickers. I got the logo sticker, and then I got like the team stickers. Yeah. Cam says, I bought the merch. Which ones specifically, if you don't mind me asking? Lunar Garden said, I got all three stickers. Me too. I really love the themes this year. I like the logo designs, and I like that they made this holographic and this one glow in the dark. I just think that's such a neat little, like, it's such a, like, high quality product. I feel like it's not just the sticker, it's not just the logo, but they went like this step further. I don't know, it just feels really cool. Rose says, haha, I attacked your character last second. I saw that, and wow, you must have spent forever on that. A whole comic? Like, what? That looks like it took forever. And also, I didn't realize you were in chat, or if I did, I forgot. I'm sorry. But I will say, now that you're here, now that I know you're here, I think the expressions were so good. Like, seeing at the very end, where is it? The very bottom. Hold up, let's back up. Yeah. Like, not even at the bottom, just all of them. Look at these expressions. They're so good. Like, oh, and this face here, well, that's sad, and the little sad face. I mean, these are so good. You have such very, like, emotive facial expressions. I think they're really good. Cam said I bought the merch. Soul Poet said I got the logo sticker to celebrate my first year of Art Fight. That's fantastic. I didn't know it was your first year. Congratulations. How was your first year? Did you enjoy it? I hope so. Especially if you got the merch. I hope so. Yeah, I love Art Fight. I am such a huge cheerleader for Art Fight. I think it's a really great time. There are, on occasion, some like negative Neds that can kind of try to spoil it. I know earlier we were talking to Lancelot, who had mentioned somebody like leaving them a really rude comment, which is super unfortunate. And I would drop bows if I knew. Like, I would come for them, you know. I wouldn't have any of that. You can't be treating people like that. But overwhelmingly, I think Art Fight is almost always a good experience. Most of the time for most people. Burrow says, I just joined stream. Oh, okay. Amelia's hair color didn't go well with crayon, unfortunately, but I think otherwise it came out great. I didn't notice. I thought it looked good. I think it's really good. That's how many panels is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10 panels. Holy smokes, that's so much work. Wow, I like really love it. I think this is really cool. And I'm such a sucker for comics. You guys know. You know. If you know, you know. This channel, we do a lot with comics. We make comics on live streams. Like, I have a live stream series. Let me dazzle you guys for a second here. Let's head over to the lives tab real quick. I know we're like right here right now, but like let's scroll down a little bit. So firstly, I went too far because I wanted to talk about, like, I said it, we do a lot with comics on here. We do. Like, here's a lot, like right here with Webtoon. We were doing Webtoon stuff for a while here, right before Art Fight. So we did the Webtoon contest. We talked a lot about that. Here we work on Webtoons live, but also if we scroll past last year's Art Fight streams, you'll see these. Live comic collaboration on stream. I've done these comic collabs with you guys, and you can see, like, right here. Oh, I'm talking about this book over here, but over here, Create Comics. This book right here, I have been working with you guys live on stream to make comics with your original characters. So it's kind of like Art Fight. The only thing is I'm the only one drawing. I am drawing your characters into the same universe. And if we skip ahead a little bit, you can kind of see a little bit of that here. So we've been doing this story with your original characters. And when you show up to the way we decide what to draw and what kind of story to tell is based on who shows up to the live stream. People who come to live stream can submit characters. People who come to live stream can help me decide what happens in the story. We had like a bake-off contest, and like we put all these different characters on teams, and we also had eliminations, and you guys voted on what team got eliminated. And so it's a very interactive, it's a very, very fun way to, when we're outside of Art Fight season, right? Like, Art Fight's just for July, but the rest of the year we can do stuff like this. And so I continue to draw with you guys. I continue to draw your characters because I think it's really fun. I like drawing your characters. And we just continue and do this all the time on this channel. So Art Fight, just because Art Fight is over, does not mean we are done having community art creativity. You know what I mean? Briar says, my character got into that comic. Did your character also make it onto the trading card deck? Because we also did, so when I was doing that series of live streams where I was doing these comics, and I'm going to have to bring it back because we didn't finish the story yet. So we got to come back and finish the story. So I will be returning with these, by the way, for everybody that's been wondering where they went. They're coming back. But we also ended up doing, because we had so many people submit characters, we did a trading card. We did original, they're right here. This is members only, so you guys might not be able to watch it until I update my membership for my channel. I've moved a couple of specialty items to membership. But if I just jump ahead a little bit, you can kind of see the stream trading cards in the video. And so here we have, I'll just play some of it for you guys. Is that cool? Are you guys cool with that? Let me try that real quick.
See all the little details. Nothing really looks too out.
Hopefully it's not too loud.
Completely there. Dave looks great. Hopefully the camera isn't.
I think that's music. I'm gonna mute me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute me because I think it's terrible. But let's go to quality. Okay, it is as high as the video is gonna go. So we have Dave's character here. I'm just gonna jump ahead. We have Candy here, who belongs to Deadlight Switch. And if you look at each card, you can see IP Deadlight Switch here. If you look over here, IP Art by Kelly for Dave. And so your guys' names for your characters ended up on these cards. They each got like a little, let me skip ahead. Like here's Crumbleton Batterson, Art by Kelly character again. Knows a guy in Drury Lane, Team Bakery Bandits. And so it's all based on that comic that we built together. Byro says, no, it didn't. Mine was drawn in the comic right as you were asking questions for giveaways of the cards. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that your character still made it into the comic, and we're obviously going to open up slots again for more people to submit characters to the comic. And yeah, and when I can, I do offer giveaways and stuff like that. So like I gave away, I think 3 decks of these cards for free that I shipped out to people who had won the decks. And so this one's Lily B. Anybody watch Pilferpup? Pilferpup's channel. This one is Pilferpup's character that he submitted to the comic. So we have IP Pilferpup here. Also, this little number in the corner is the number for what stream they joined. So that was stream 2. This one, Shmigal, joined during our 3rd stream for the comic collab series. And if we just keep going ahead, Dr. Crow here, stream 3. 2, I see a 5 here. We jump ahead to this one, Candy Lamity with stream 3. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all of them. Here we have stream 8, but you can kind of see what's going on here with these. And I believe, maybe, just maybe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I might have a playlist for these. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see because I have a million playlists. I would have to see it like as a viewer. But anyway, this is such a fun idea, says Andrew's Journey. Thank you. I really like it, and I have fun doing it. I think you guys have fun joining them and adding your characters to the story and helping write the story, because it's all like on the fly. I don't know when I log in the morning and start doing a live stream. I don't know what I'm drawing. I don't know where the story's going. We kind of figure that out as we go. Yeah, Sophia, hello. I'm Pinker5. I'm the one who did the crochet doll. I'm so glad you like it. Yes, absolutely. I love it so much. We gushed over it. Like, we went like totally gaga over it when I opened it live on the stream. I don't know if you caught that part of the stream, or maybe like you can back up and check it out later. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it so much. You are so gifted to be able to do that. I can't even cope with the idea of 3D, making anything in 3D. That's like one of my goals, so I admire it. I think you did amazing. Cam says, I got both keychains and both team stickers, fossil things for me and crystals for your friend. That's really sweet. That's so nice of you to get something for your friend as well. Did your friend also play Art Fight this year? I imagine they would, unless they just really like crystals, and you got it for that reason. Sophia says, thank you so much. Of course, thank you for making it. I know that had to take forever. I really appreciate you doing that. Pogolatte says, Pilferpup is the villain in Palette Table Podcast. Oh man, that's right. Palette Table Podcast. We have an Art Fight debrief episode coming up there as well. So if I head back, my goodness, we head back to YouTube real quick. And then we go to, let's go back to my channel. Scroll. Where is it? It's right here. Palette Table Podcast. I'm going to drop this in here for you guys, okay? So this is Friendy Leah, Pilferpup, and myself. We do this podcast together, and we try to put out an episode a month, but it's really like just kind of like our side project, so it's not super... We're not like super quick with them, but we do try to come out with one monthly if we can. You can see the last one was 2 months ago. We skipped July for a good reason. It's because we were doing Art Fight. Everybody was busy. But we're going to do another session where we debrief Art Fight. So we talk about our Art Fight experiences. I want to talk about how Friendly Leah did like almost 300 attacks. That's crazy. I really do want to go over that with her. But we also do have an Art Fight episode right here as well. So if you wanted to take an early look, like before we get the next episode out, you can always go back to check out last year's episode. It's right here. And we talked about Art Fight then, and we're going to talk about Art Fight again for anybody who's curious. Cam says, I am still impatiently waiting for Art Fight to give us the loyalty badges. Oh, did we not get those yet for last year? I think you're right. I think we're missing some loyalty badges. Let's go to statistics. Under construction, yeah. Seafoam loyalty under construction. It's going to look so good, though. I don't know who designs these, but they are really gifted. They're definitely pro. All of these look pro to me. I love them. Yeah, but you can tell by looking at how many different teams I've joined that I've been doing this a while. Like here is Dream, here's Cyberpunk, here is Bloom, here was Team Coffee, Werewolves, Team Sun in 2017, Seafoam. Oh, Spice. Yeah, I was on Team Spice during Sugar versus Spice. Yeah. And then we're waiting for Seafoam over here. Seafoam is such a pretty concept. Yeah, I loved everything about Seafoam last year. Like, I'm such a water person, even though I'm like a bad swimmer. I'm a terrible swimmer, but I will say that like I absolutely love everything to do with the water except getting in it. Like I like observing the water. You guys in my Discord know I just got like 3 or 4 fish tanks. So now I have like so much fish tanks in my house. And I want more, but I'm going to stick with what I have right now and take care of what I have until I get like a good rhythm going. I live on the ocean in Los Angeles, and I love that. I love boats. I really love boats. I was in the Navy, so Seafoam was an obvious choice for me. There was no doubt in my mind that it was going to be Team Seafoam. That's a lot of fish tanks, says Sophie. Yeah, it is. I have 4. I have 3 betta tanks. 2 of them are like the apartment kind that are like split tanks. I know that they're controversial. Some people don't like them, but I would much rather, as a responsible fish owner, take care of those, do the weekly water changes that they require because of their size, and make sure my fish, the fish that I buy and get out of those terrible little tiny cups, have a good life. So the more I can, I feel like I rescue them, but I know that I'm really just perpetuating a problem because the more we buy them, the more they stock them. So it's like this terrible cycle, but I can't help it. When I see these fish like suffering in cups on store shelves, I just want to save them. So I'm a sucker. Stronger people than me have like put their foot down and said no more, but I'm one of those people who's unfortunately buying them. So it just can't help it, like it's got to be somebody else's job to stop the cycle because I can't. I gotta save the ones I can see. Zohan says, I have a reef tank. That is amazing. I would love to see pictures if you have pictures. In Discord, you can share them in Discord if you're in the Discord. I think you are. There's like a pets and memes channel in the Discord. Drop your fish tank pictures in there. I would love, love, love to see them. I have my 4th tank. I've never even got to the 4th tank. My 4th tank is a 16-gallon cube. And right now, it's just a planted tank because I'm trying to cycle it, and I want to try and create like a really nice live planted tank. And then I'm gonna add I'm gonna add like schooling fish to it and stuff so that I can, instead of having like a single betta tanks, I would like to also have like a schooling tank, which will be fun. Anyway, got distracted there by the Seafoam comments. Just scrolling through here, this is kind of like my tax for the year. So we've got this whole page, and then we bleed over into the second page a little bit here with these top 3 rows. And then as you can see, last year was like all traditional. I challenged myself to do everything in the sketchbook, and I'm really, really happy with it. I think it turned out really great. So if you're interested in that, like I said before, go to my video tab, and you can see my art fight sketchbook tour video. Definitely check that out. Andrew says, I don't have fish, but I do have a dog. Dogs are sweet. I love dogs. I love all animals. I have 3 cats and a tortoise and fish. I don't have any dogs, though. My cats won't let me have dogs. My cats don't like dogs. I like dogs, though. Okay, I am back, says J1K. Welcome back. Poyo, hello! Poyo says, I have concluded art fight with 50 attacks. That is super impressive. I love that. I got to, I think we said 45? I don't know. I think it was 45. I don't want to do the math again. It was hard the first time. Yeah. Wolfie says, I have a dog. She has 0 brain cells. Aren't those the best kind? Just little derpy dogs. They're so sweet. Yep. So Polio, I love your attacks. They're so good. It was so fun to watch your stuff. This year, I feel like I grew my art fight family by exponentially, not just on YouTube with people finding my channel and then us getting to communicate with each other, but also from the webtoon contest and with other comic creators, and having the option, like we talked about the webtoon contest on the podcast as well. So if you are interested, you want to put something on in the background while you do chores or whatever, we have some podcast episodes here that are a little bit on the longer side. This one's about 40 minutes. This one's a minute 15-ish, where we talk about art fight and we talk about webtoons and all that fun stuff. And other things that I think are interesting. Like our most recent video was digital versus traditional, which was a fun topic and I think something most artists can relate to. So yeah, link to the podcast is pinned to the top of chat if you're interested in checking that out. I love this comic so much. Thank you again for submitting this comic. It is so nice. And I think we had an amazing art fight. And it's not over until they announce the winners. So stay tuned because we are going to continue talking about this until we find out who won. So we've got a couple more weeks of art fight content coming on this channel before we put it to rest until next year. And then in the meantime, like I said, we're going to do our comic streams. We're going to make live comics with your characters. That's returning this year. So make sure you subscribe. And if you want to hit the bell so you get notified when we're doing those streams so you can join and submit your character and get your OCs drawn by me. And Andrew says, I had a great first art fight. I am so glad to hear that. I always hope for the best, that people have a great art fight. I know I get nervous when I see people who like especially after the midway point, if I see somebody who, for example, where's the sandwich? Here it is. Here's the sandwich. I drew this, even though I didn't technically owe this person a revenge. I drew it because I saw their, let's go to their page. This is Bibbly Babs. I saw that it was their first year and that nobody had attacked them. Like, see, down here, I was the first one. And it was like, what day was this? The 17th of July. So we were past the halfway point and nobody had attacked this player yet. And they had submitted, look at this, 16 attacks. At the time, I think it was like 12 or 14. And they hadn't received any revenge yet. And I was like, no way, I can't let this stand. I can't let somebody have a bad first art fight. That's such a terrible thing. So I attacked them first. And thankfully, other people were working on revenges. They just took a little bit longer. And I understand, like, I can take a long time sometimes too. So I'm glad to see that they got more attacks after the fact. But yeah, if I see a new player, I like to keep an eye on them to see if people, like, if they get good engagement. And if they don't, and I have time, I'll make sure to, like, jump in there and be the one to engage. Because I want to make sure that people have a good art fight experience. And I hope that all of you had a good one too. J1K says, hopefully my character makes a cameo. Yeah, just join the stream. That's how you get your character in the comic. Dragon Fox Star says, I had a good art fight. Didn't do as many as last year, but I knew I grew in my art skills digitally, especially towards the end. That's good. And sometimes that's a good indicator. Like, when you're leveling up, you might not be able to draw as fast as you could before. And I think that's okay. And some people level up and they get faster. it just depends, on like what phase of your art journey you're in. So don't let that affect how you feel about your progress. I think that you did a great job. All right, I think Lunar Grace says, yeah, I was learning Studio Clip while doing Mass Attacks only on it. I think learning new skills during art fight is one of the best ways to do art fight. Like I said, last year I did an entire sketchbook for the first time. I'm like clicking it, but it's not opening. Yeah, so like I did an entire sketchbook for the very first time last year's art fight. I had never used markers before, alcohol markers before. I had barely even sketched in a sketchbook at all because I've been doing digital for like 10 years. I like started doing art when I was in the military and I was deployed and all I had was an iPad. So I was drawing on my iPad deployed, and that's where I started doing art. So I literally was a digital artist like this whole time. And so I went a little backwards and I was like, I'm going to learn traditional art last year, and art fight was how I did it. I think it's the perfect time to practice new skills, to learn new skills. Because you have no obligations. You're not obligated to draw anything. So you can really do it at your own pace. And I think that's a great time to practice new skills. I did. And I'm really happy with it. I love what I did. I love what I made. And I don't want to spoil all this because I do want you guys to watch this video. I'm really proud of this video. Pollo says, it took me 2 to 3 hours per piece. Call me a steam-powered Pollo. 2 to 3 hours per piece. I think this year I kind of understood, like, if it took me 2 hours or more, I was, like, putting polished. I was checking that little polished box at the bottom of the form when you submit. Because it's like, okay, this took me extra time. And then if I was able to do it under 2 hours, then I usually wouldn't check that box just because I'm like, I feel like I did this pretty quickly. But for me, like, anything less than 2 hours is quick. Everything over 2 hours is probably a little more normal, and that's when I start checking that polished box. Zohan, traditional is better in my opinion. I think AI is going to destroy digital art jobs. It's definitely a threat to certain degrees, and it's only going to get worse as the technology gets better. But I want to believe that there's always going to be a place for like handmade stuff, like human-made stuff. Just like how artisan coffees and artisan furniture, like people like carve and make, like experts make furniture and they sell it. It's more expensive because you're paying for the skills and the labor and the expertise and the materials and all of that. But there's still a consumer base for it. There's still people who want that one-of-a-kind piece that was made by a master, craftsman. So I'm hoping that will still exist for art too. Lunar Garden says, now to reach my goal, I had to accept to do only hard shading and not render pieces close to the end of our fight. Yeah, my solution when I was like running like close to the end of the line, if you look at my attacks, I was doing mostly full bodies for everything. And then right about here, for this top row, basically everything I drew today was a half body. I didn't do any full bodies today. They're all half bodies because I was trying to save time. And then also for art fight this year, I mean, I'm going to get into this later with my videos. I don't want to give you guys too many of my thoughts too early. But I did do mixed media. Like I did some sketches that were like traditional, and then I did mostly digital. I probably did 2/3 digital and then 1/3 like traditional art. But one of the ones I really liked, this one. I don't know why. This one, I did this in my sketchbook. This person had a bunch of Pikmin. Is this Inking 5, not Pinker 5. Pinker 5's in the chat, but Inking 5 had all these Pikmin characters, and she had designed and written a whole universe around her Pikmin with these like alien explorers that discover Pikmin, and I was just obsessed with the idea. I thought it was so cool, and so I drew this. Marshmallow, hello. I was going crazy. Everybody wants to know already-ish. Everybody wants to know how. How could you possibly have done just about 300 attacks? We're all mind blown right now. Everybody's just like, huh? Everybody's kind of impressed, a little bit scared, very confused, but also absolutely admire that you were able to do that. I was showing everybody earlier the one you did for me. And I was talking about how you made this look like it was cut out with scissors, and how you do a lot of like thinking outside the box like that. You always come up with these like smart little, like, just, you think of things that would not cross my mind, and it always like just blows me away. And I just don't know why my brain doesn't work like your brain, but I love that. And I don't love that my brain doesn't work that way. Hopefully I will develop those skills, but I love seeing what you come up with. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I know, Pollo is like 300. I know. It's crazy. Let me take you back to her stats page. And by the way, Friendy Leah Already-ish here is one of the people I was telling you is on that podcast that is pinned, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, pinned to the top of chat. If you want to subscribe to the podcast, we talk about stuff like Art Fight. We get together with other artists on podcast, and we have these like lengthy discussions about these topics. But look at this. 170 attacks plus 212 friendly fires. That is 300. Oh my gosh, it's over 300. I was underselling it already-ish. 382. 382 attacks. Just this year. 382. You are a machine. You are a machine. Sketches only, she says. Sketches only, she says. Well, if we look at what Already-ish drew for me, they're not minimal sketches. This is not a minimal sketch. This is a well done sketch. I can see his very, like, first of all, hands take time. I can see his body shape is exactly how he should be shaped. He's got that pear shape, and I love that you got that. You picked up on that and you drew him that way. The whole wardrobe is here. Everything from the cape to the puffy sleeves. We've got the crown. We've got the facial hair. This is not like nothing, my friend. Okay? This is something. I'm just saying. 382 is insane, says Andrew's Journey. Good for you Already-ish. I agree. I'm impressed. I like, yeah. Pleo, she's probably going to be the reason Crystal wins. Yeah, if Crystal wins, we all know why. Already-ish is carrying the team on her back. Already-ish, I did those kind because what they consider those kind of backgrounds because what they consider BG. So I said, F it, no BGs it is. Yeah, I put no backgrounds on a lot of mine, even though they technically do have backgrounds, because it's not like, it's like a pattern or something, and it doesn't really count unless I hand drew the pattern. I basically put no background on almost every attack, even though I don't think I submitted one attack with no background. Only one. There's only one attack I did. And I'm going to show you. There's only one attack in my entire 45 attacks I did this year that has no background. And it is this one. I did it in my sketchbook. And this was for Vexy Wexy, and it's of their character Juno, who is, if I'm not mistaken, a Troll Hunters fan OC. For anybody who like watches the Troll Hunters universe, they have a lot of spin-off shows too. It's a really successful animation series, and their spin-offs have been very successful. I've watched a few of them. I love it. I think it's so good. Like, it's one of the few fandoms that I can geek out about because I actually know enough about it. Troll Hunters as Dragonflock Stars. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Wolfie says, our Crystal Royalty, they will be the reason we win. Yeah. Already-ish is a art fight beast. We love her. She's also, if you go to her channel, got probably one of the richest, I'm trying to think, like, how do I get to her channel? I can get to her channel from here. We go to Already-ish's channel, and we go to videos. You're going to see plenty of art fight related content here. So just saying, if you're not art fighted out already, there is so much content here that you could be checking out. Like, Already-ish really covers art fight really well. Also, check out this one. check out this one. Like, this is the one I'm going to push. Like, this is what I'm promoting. Underrated ways to attack an art fight. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm going to show you something. Like, do I want to show you this one? Do I want to show you, what do I want to show you? I'll show you this one. I'm not going to show you all of them. You're going to have to go through this video and watch them for yourself. But look at this. Literally made like a little cutout. Like, drew the character, made a little paper doll, and posed the paper doll with real stuff. Like, she's so creative. So creative. Already she comes up with the coolest ideas. Like, I'm just sitting here drawing the same way I've always drawn on my computer, or if I'm really being crazy, I'll get my sketchbook. But already she's out here coming up with all these really unique and clever ways to do art fight attacks. I'm telling you, check out her channel. Check out this video specifically. Underrated ways to do art fight attacks. It will stimulate your brain in a way that you were not expecting. Andrew's Journey says that's so cool. Yeah. Definitely check it out. In fact, pause. I'm going to go ahead and click copy link so I can share it with you guys, okay? Sophia says, I have seen that video. So many fun ideas in that video. I agree. I absolutely agree. I didn't try any of them because I'm boring, but I should have. I definitely will keep this in my my playlist, my art fight playlist that I've been collecting a million art fight videos to. Just so that when I'm getting ready next year, I rewatch some of those videos, and it will remind me that there are other ways to do art fight attacks, so I can try to experiment and learn more techniques. All right, you guys, I am so glad that you joined me for this live stream. You've been amazing. This has been such a great chat. Lunar Grin says, well, now that art fight is over, I can sleep. I'm so tired. Bye. I am also going to log off here. I think it is time to wrap it up. And I will see you guys next week, I think, with my art fight debrief video. And then we will rejoin again. We'll regroup on live streams and start doing OC collab comics and other things. So yeah, just stay tuned. Make sure you sub, and I will see you then. All right?